Hey guys, Jim from CutlassKnives here, doing a knife review of all things. Haven't seen one of those in a while, have you? Well, this one's going to be on the CRKT Ripple, the aluminium handled version in black. The blue one is, talk about that later. This one, got it for, it was like 30 or 40 bucks. I got it at a local shooting range, saw it, I was like, huh. So I picked it up, and I love it. So, get into some stats about it. It is the CRKT Ripple, designed by Ken Onion, which is kind of cool because Ken Onion normally does Kershaw knives. So, yeah, and as you can see, yeah, that's Ken Onion. So overall, it's 7.5 inches. Closed, it is 4.33 inches. It weighs 2.5 ounces. The blade steel is 8CR14 MOV, same as in the 10750 Vex and a few other knives that I have. Anyways, the blade length is 3.125 inches. The thickness is 0.1 inches. The hardness of it is between 57 and 59. It's got a satin finish, high hollow ground, and this plain edge. The handles are 6061 aluminium, and with it has 2CR13 steel liners. So yeah, it's a liner lock, rides on ball bearings, which means it's buttery smooth. Mine sticks just ever so slightly every once in a while. It's really no big deal though. If anything, it helps a little bit. It just kind of, I'm not sure exactly what's catching or what's going on, but it makes it a little bit more difficult to press down on the flipper. So when it does go, it just shoots out. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter to me very much, but I don't know, I've taken it apart a few times and I'm not really sure what's going on. It's probably just this knife. But yeah, so speaking of taking it apart, Torx screw construction, everything on it. Tip down right hand carry pocket clip, and that is the only way it goes. And as you can see, it's not the deepest carry, so because you've got about half an inch of the knife, but not bad. I still like it. I like my knives tip up for the most part, but I think it suits it. And under the pocket clip, it's machined out. There's a little recess underneath it that I kind of sanded out, and I bent the pocket clip up a little bit so that it's easier to go in pockets. Found it was a little bit stiff, I guess, a little bit too tight, so I just bent it out a little bit and sanded at the recess a little bit so it's a lot smoother. As well, when it came, how it came, these ripples definitely weren't as shiny. It was the black paint, I guess, on it. It almost seemed like an overspray on right by the pivot screw on the opposite side as well as the front side. So I laid some 2000 grit sandpaper on this table, and I took it all apart, just had the aluminum scales and just rubbed them, and then I went to 5000 grit, so they are pretty shiny, and I think it looks a lot better this way. You've got nice crisp lines here on both sides. There's no real feathering, it's just everything's crisp. I like it that way. I'm sure some people wouldn't, but whatever. Yeah, so this blade is jimped right there, as well as the handle scales and the pocket clip. For me, with the size of it, it's a bit small, but it's still pretty comfortable. The way I hold it, my thumb naturally goes a little bit past the jimping there, but definitely useful jimping. You can get a pretty secure grip. When I do, I've got that little flip up with a little bit of the pocket clip there, digs in just ever so slightly, unless I go for like a more saber grip, I guess. But how I would normally hold it, it's with my thumb out here, and got a bunch of control, so it's all good. This is, as I said before, 8CR14 MOV, so it's a decent steel. Whole thing's Chinese made, so not like you're not gonna get amazing quality for 40 bucks. I mean, what do you expect? If you want something with more quality, you could go with the blue Ripple, which is now discontinued, I believe. Same dimensions and everything. The blade steel is a Kuto Plus, which I believe is like a ramped up 440C. I believe its Rockwell hardness is like 59 to 60. And the handle material, the scales are 420J2 stainless steel instead of the aluminium. So it's a little bit heavier, not much, 2.9 ounces instead of 2.5, so really it's negligible. But that, I believe you can get it for around 80 bucks. The suggested retail price on the blue one is 135, whereas for this one it's 60. So definitely a value knife. I love it though. I've EDC'd it for, when did I get it? A few months ago, at least 2 months ago, and off and on EDC'd it the past couple weeks. I've EDC'd it more so, and I haven't sharpened it yet. It's kept its edge pretty well, so yeah, I have no complaints with it really, except for that minor stick, but again, doesn't really impede anything. It's just like a minor inconvenience. But yeah, overall, love the knife. The styling is cool. Some people won't like it, but whatever, don't buy the knife. I love it. I love its overall look. It's sleek. It's pretty comfortable. It's light. And you definitely don't notice it when it's in your pocket. So, definitely an awesome knife. Check it out. I recommend it. And for a cheap knife, can't go wrong. Have a good day.